Quick test, can you tell the difference in my eyes between these two shots? Yes? No? Well, in this shot, I'm reading off a teleprompter. And in this video, I'm going to talk about my experience with the Desview T2 Teleprompter. I'll even get into the history of teleprompters and whether or not video creators even need one. That's coming up in this video. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Anton Wong and I help you understand, unlock, and unleash the power of online video. So if you haven't yet, make sure you are following me and are subscribed. Now, I've had the Desview T2 Teleprompter for some weeks now, and I've had some time to test it out on various test videos and even made my most recent video with it. So let's just get into the specs and features of this teleprompter. Retailing for about 120 USD or 180 Canadian, the Desview T2 Teleprompter is a portable teleprompter attachment for DSLR camera lenses and even smartphone cameras. It works by attaching the included thread attachments to your camera lens, then sliding the prompter box onto your lens. You then place your smartphone or small tablet under 8 inches in width, face up on the clamp, and display it in your mirrored version of your script, either with the Desview Teleprompter app or with another free or paid teleprompter app. Desview also includes the ability to record with your smartphone by attaching the additional smartphone clamp that you can also mount vertically or horizontally on either side, left or right. This is great if you have both a phone and a tablet, or maybe two phones. Maybe you have an old one. Now, what do I like and not like about this teleprompter? I've been using it for a while and I quite like it. The price itself is saving me frustration from not being able to memorize my lines, which is great. In past videos, it frustrates me when I can't memorize lines. I do like how rather simple it is. The Desview Teleprompter app is free and the product even ships with a Bluetooth remote control, though I myself prefer to go without the remote since I talk with my hands in my videos, as you guys can see. I also like how you can attach a smartphone to it. Now, I only have one phone and no tablet, so this doesn't really work for me, but if you have a smartphone and an iPad mini, it works quite well. I've been using this with a micro four thirds camera and lens, but I've also seen people use it with a full frame camera and a wide lens, so unless you're using an ultra wide lens, then I don't think you should have a problem with seeing the size of the teleprompter. You should be able to clear it just fine. Now, what I don't like about this teleprompter is just how heavy it is. The housing is rather durable and made of durable metal, which is nice, but the size just makes it so much more cumbersome and heavy to leave on the front of my lens. It puts a lot of unwanted pressure on the front of my lens and on my lens mount. Fortunately, there are 1/4 inch 20 threads in the bottom of the teleprompter, so you can just mount it on a stand for extra sturdiness, but it does add to the overall bulk and inconvenience of using this teleprompter. I also unfortunately had to use the tablet clip for my phone instead of the phone clamp, because the phone clamp on the bottom would actually either press the power button or the AI assistant button or even the volume rockers, which made it super annoying. So I actually end up just placing it right on top of the tablet clamp. I also have to make sure that my margins are as close to the center as possible to avoid looking too off center when reading left to right, you know? So that's a little bit annoying. So those are my overall thoughts on the Desview T2 Teleprompter. But do video creators even need a teleprompter? Let's take a quick look at the history behind the use of teleprompters. Now, before teleprompters were around, also known as autocue, presenters often had to have the script memorized or refer to an off-screen cue cards, making it look like they're distracted by something. The first instance of the word teleprompter was in the 1950s from the company named Teleprompter, founded by an actor, an engineer, and a businessman. This is where, of course, we get the name teleprompter from. It was a mechanical device that would advance a paper script, kind of like a typewriter, as the performer spoke, and was operated by someone who was near the camera. Now, the first in-glass teleprompter was developed around the same time by Jess Oppenheimer, who was actually the creator of I Love Lucy. This allowed the user to look directly into the lens of the camera and read the script. Teleprompters would eventually become computerized, and patent expirations, of course, allowed eventually for teleprompters like the Desview T2. But do you need one? And are they more effort than they're worth? Well, if you're a vlogger or someone who just likes to talk more off the cuff or with brief talking points, then this is probably not for you. It is especially rather cumbersome especially this Desview like I was talking about, to use the teleprompter for these instances. However, if you need to get through a long script of text while looking directly into the lens, this is great for you. It's great for educators giving online lectures while addressing the camera, and it's also good for videos like these where I'm addressing the camera for long periods of time and have to read off a script. Another great thing about it is you can even use the glass reflection to display a video call, allowing you to directly address the camera while talking to the person on the other end, or just any sort of display of video. And news stations use this method all the time. So whether you are an educator or a video creator or someone who just needs to get through a lot of words while looking at the camera, maybe a CEO or a politician, the teleprompter can be a very handy tool, and perhaps you may want to consider using the Desview T2 Teleprompter for that purpose. And if you want to do that, I will leave a link down in the description below for you to do just that. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are on use of teleprompters, if you would ever get one. Let me know in the comments below. If you guys want to check out another video of mine, you can click right over here, check that out. If you like this video, be sure to hit like and make sure that you're following me on all my social media at Anton Wong Video. But with all that out of the way, I guess I will just see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.